Alright, welcome to episode 1 of level 1 to 18 featuring Jinx. Let's go. Alright, so here we have the Jinx starter deck. So what is this series going to be about? Basically what level 1 to 18 is we are going to take basically either very cheap deck, starting off with like the hero and then a bunch of like cheaper cards, making it budget and try to improve it every week, or something like this where we start with a starter deck, play it, figure out what's good with it, and kind of level up the deck each week slowly, and basically bring it in every week for your weekly locals, and then just try it out there. All right. So for this, the plan is basically we are spending about $5 every week. That's not including entry for the next night event, but basically $5 every week to upgrade the deck. So we gotta pick and choose which cards we are going to upgrade, right? Which cards we need and stuff like that. So for example, this, like if you guys are familiar with how the meta is with this, there are certain cards that you can add on here that is worth like $30 right now. I can choose to save the $5 so that I build up enough so that I can buy that $30 card, or I can just choose to start upgrading this and kind of see where that goes with $5 every week, that kind of thing. If I feel like I'm satisfied, I could start saving. But yeah, we'll see how we do, and then if you guys enjoy that content, I could do that for other legends as well, or other starter decks. And I do plan on making this for every new set. So yeah, so that's why it's called level 1 to 18. If I do get the opportunity to play in multiple skirmishes and I find that the deck is good enough, by the time that the skirmish rolls around, I will bring that deck as is. Probably, we'll say, might not fully be that way though at the beginning, but we'll see. I do hope that the deck is good enough so that I could actually bring it to a top on a skirmish. But yeah, we'll have to see. Anyways, we'll open this up here. Obviously, with this as well, if you guys manage to get other cards, you can use those. For me though, I'll try to stick with the $5 a month. Now, at the same time, I know some of the products are scarce, so I'll just look up the prices. If I already have the card, I'll just add it on here, but still, it will take into that pricing, or price rather. So yeah, price. So starting off, there is a pack for these starter decks. So let us open this up and see what we get. Alrighty. So we got Riptide Rex, Slary Shieldbearer, Chemtech Enforcer, actually decent, Gust, Captain. What's this one? Reverse Road, that was good too. I don't know what the ones that are included in here. Gust, so these ones technically could be added on, right? If I were to, I don't know how much these cards are. Assuming they're uncommons and then they're common and uncommon, so let's say this is probably worth $1 to $1.50, that pile, maybe less, but yeah. So we got buff, and here we go. So 3 only. Oops. Got Nuvori Fighting Pit, Primal Strength, and Malzahar. Pretty bad pack. Not a great pack, but hey, cards are cards. Cool. yeah, so that's that. We'll put those aside. And if you guys are not aware of what's in the starter deck there, let's put this aside here. We've got the playmat, right, the rule book, so we can read this if you're starting in the game or watch a video, and then the deck box. I did play on the the release event, and these deck box, while they're cool that they have them, they don't fit sleeves in. I do have the katana sleeves that I'll put these guys on, but yeah, these guys don't fit a sleeve, so kind of disappointing. But that's okay. We do have one of these. These are the bigger ones. These are not the ones that are normally used. This one came in with my deck box, so I'll use this in here because I believe they can take in sleeved cards. The other ones can take in perfect fits. I don't know if they can take in a full sleeve though. So yeah. Alright, so here is the deck. Just open it up. The garbage aside here. Alright, we have Jinx. Alright, so that's basically the deck there. Just looking at it right now, there are definitely a few changes that I do want to make right now, and it probably won't be too expensive, so I'll look at the prices, and then I'll post them here, and then yeah. The other few changes that I do want would be one more of this cemetery attendant, but I'll have to check the price on that. And I mean, I would put one more of these, but the price of a Void Seeker right now is a little too high for the budget. I'll rather change the other cards than straight up put another Void Seeker. Alright, but I kind of do want one more of this. Just allows me to pick up, because I only have one Vi, so if it goes there, basically I have access to another Vi. Same thing with the Jinx. Same thing with Rasa, and the same thing with this, because obviously this, when you discard it, you always when you're discarding, you want this the card that you want to be discarding. So having more of these means more of the fewer cards that you have, right? So yeah, and then after that we will just come back, discuss, see what I like, see what I want to change, and kind of see our path where we're going to with this deck. Alright, we'll catch you when I get back. Alright, so we just came home from playing some Riftbound. Just went to play with some of my friends there. Well, we did though a lot of multiplayer, so that's kind of just the experience that I've had with this. But still, it was enough to kind of get an experience with the starter deck here, get a feel for it, kind of understand what it wants to do and what I like about it, what I don't. We're just going to go through a few of the cards here. Obviously, this one here is your champion, good effect. So you basically, if you want to keep using the effect, just want to kind of draw down as fast as you can. So yeah, Jinx obviously this card's really good, very aggressive, right? Although it discards you too, but if you could play it without the without a hand, even better. So Gus has been really good when playing it. So is this one here, Fight or Flight. So these 6 cards for sure we are keeping, right? So that stays in the deck. Next is Get Excited, discard to deal energy cost. While this one in theory seems really good, but it does, in practice it's kind of meh. It's been meh. It hasn't been like amazing so far, so we'll put that on the side here. We might consider cutting that there, right? So these ones are okay. We'll just separate it like this. So these guys are staying, these guys we're thinking of cutting, and then the ones here in the middle will be the ones that basically comes after these guys, which is something like this. Chemtech Enforcer, this one's not too bad. You know, I just feel like there might be something better, but again, probably just keep, actually it might be in here still. Might still be keeping this. Still gives us a discard outlet. This one for sure though we are keeping. Traveling Merchant, discard, great. You know, basically just cycles. Scrap Heap has been decent as well. You know, just draws you a card. Flame Chompers, this is amazing, make sure you keep this. Cemetery Attendant, this card's great, really good, especially when you have cards like Vi that you only run a very few of, or Rasa in this deck. We'll definitely want to keep this, so this one I'm probably going to push this to 3. Since I can, same with this. Void Seeker, just removal spell, we want to push that to 3, we'll have to check out the prices on those. Fading Memory, this card's been great as well, although we'll probably keep that at 2. We probably don't want any more, but yeah, it's been great. Raging Soul, this one in theory seems really good, but on practice it's just very difficult. You need to discard basically whenever this is on the field, and that's very tough, right? So this one's probably getting cut eventually as well, or sooner rather than later. Blazing Scorcher has been decent, so we might push that for one of the cheap options that we have. Undercover Agent, it's hit or miss. It's not great, not bad though. So yeah, Brazen Buccaneer we will keep, gives us discard outlet, reduced cost. 4/4/5 is very good. Next is like the one-offs here. So Magma Worm is probably getting cut. This is expensive, and then it doesn't feel good. Like at the time whenever I do that, I'd rather just play something else. I understand that this is theoretically really good, just because, you know, in theory you'd want to play something like the Magma Worm just so that everything that you play is ready, but I don't know, I didn't find it to be good. But then again, it is a multiplayer, but yeah, I wasn't looking for that card, and so we'll keep it there. Rasa seems really decent, it's a big body, right? And then Vi. So the games were cool. Again, it is aggro. Your biggest weakness that I find when I played this was that I could not finish the games, basically, right? Like you need everything to line up beautifully in order for you to finish the game, and that is very difficult to do. So basically all I had to do is just play units and not do anything, which is also not something that you'd want to do anyways. But that as it is right now, if you can't get that push, you just kind of load up your units and then go for one big push at the end. But that also gives your opponents more turns to kind of catch up, right? So the things that we want to do is get some more finishers, combo with Vi maybe, but Vi right now with about if I recall correctly, about $5 card, which will take us for our whole budget for the week. So we're gonna hold off on getting another Vi. We want to put up the other cards first, Definitely this one I'm not sure how much Void Seekers are right now because Sky said it's prevalent, so this might be expensive as well. But for sure this one's probably not that expensive, so we could probably push this to 3, right, and cut one of these cards here. Most likely one of these. So you still have the other cards, and then yeah, we'll take a look at the prices as well, and I want to see which ones I want to cut. So for the next video, basically what we want to do in the deck is have better ways to finish the game, right, and then possibly a little bit more removal, right. A lot are we do have some removal, but it actually doesn't remove it in the form of Fight or Flight and Gust. But the problem with doing these is just you gust something, they'll play it again later, and usually the targets are the Poros, especially the shield Poros, and then you just play it and then they come back at you. Then now you can't get over and you just use that, right? While it's still really good for some pushes, we want some more solid removal. Same goes with this Fight or Flight, you know. Sometimes, like if you use it as a removal rather, you will just push their unit to their base, and then on their turn they'll just put it back. So it's good to score some points, which is why they're here and why we're keeping it, but we also do want some more removal. So we'll look at our options, maybe Hextech Ray, stuff like that, and just add them onto the deck. Then yeah, we do have the units. If we could find some good units to increase our accelerate or just give us some more finishers, we'll do that. Yeah, we could probably add one of these Blazing Scorchers. We just need something to basically push us over. It is very possible that put another Rasa just because cheap big unit, which is really good. Playing this basically for 0 feels really nice. Alright, so there's that, and then Vi is gonna be tough. There is a possibility that we do cut this early just for consistency, and then once we're able to afford a Vi, we will put it back, right? Another thing that we could consider is trying to find units with ganking that are naturally ganking, unlike this, because this one, you know, this one wants you to discard first, and sometimes that's how tough. Not everything can discard. So while the idea is nice, sometimes you play this because you're running on low cards in hand. Sometimes you don't have the discard outlet when you want to play this, and then it just sits there and you wait until you get the discard outlet. I don't think that's worth it. So it's a slow card, which we don't want in this. Yeah. So yeah, we will do that, and then next episode we will show you the updated deck. I will bring that deck to a Nexus Nights and kind of report. Hopefully that then we will have some gameplay footage as well. So I'll make sure to try and catch some of those. Just because, yeah, this one I'm just playing with my friends, and they don't want to just come set up. We just wanted to play, so I'm just reporting essentially what happened with that. Oh, one more thing. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, I found myself also wanting to, or running out of runes faster than what I want, because the accelerate units tend to be in red. So usually whenever you play a unit like Jinx, you lose 2 reds. So I am not highly considering, I will be doing basically the original is a set of 6 to 6. I'm probably going to make it a set of 8 and 4. I'll try that out and see how that feels. The runes should be fairly cheap, so if you guys could find them, they're also bulk for some people, so you can probably just replace them. If you can get 2 more Fury runes, try it. At least 1, maybe try 1 and then see how that feels for you. But yeah, that's what I'm gonna do first, is go to 8-4 in my runes, and then we'll replace some of the cards and we'll let you know those changes. All right, so that's it for this first episode of level 1 to 18. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. If you guys enjoyed the video, like and subscribe, and drink your veggie.